Before we proceed to our topic, let us first have our lesson's objectives that we're going to accomplish at the end of the discussion. Objective number 1. Determine the value of y sub 2, y sub 1, x sub 2, and x sub 1 that will make the slope of a line through two given points. Number 2. Find the slope of a line through two given points using the formula of slope denoted by letter m, small letter m, is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And number 3, solve for the equations of the slope of a line through two given points. To find the slope of a line through two given points, we will use the formula. Slope denoted by small letter m to y sub 2 minus y sub 1, x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Let us have some short trivia. A slope is denoted by m came from a French word monter, which means to climb. Kaya pala siya denoted by m, ibig sabihin pala nun ay monter. But still, there are arguments pa din na yung iba na iniwala na ang ibig sabihin ng m ay monter. Yung iba naman ay naniniwala ito ay modules. You may search y slope denoted by m for other informations about the slope. I want you to introduce the steps on how to find the equations of a line that passes through the point. So we have step number 1. We will identify the x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2, y sub 2 using the given 2 points. And then number 2, substitute the values of the point. Slope denoted by small letter m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And then we will simplify. So I have here an example. Find the slope of a line that passes through 2, 3, 4, and negative 2. So we have two given points. Steps on how to find the equations of a line that passes through the points. So identify x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2, y sub 2 using the given 2 points. Our x sub 1 is 2, y sub 1 is 3, x sub 2 is 4, and y sub 2 is negative 2. Second steps. Substitute the values on the formula slope denoted by small letter m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So we have y sub 2 is negative 2, y sub 1 is positive 3, x sub 2 is 4, x sub 1 is 2. So applying the rules of integers, so negative 2 minus 3, so change the operations, change the subtraction. So therefore, step number 3, simplify. Negative 2 minus 3 is negative 5 all over 2. Thus, the equations of a line that passes through the points 2, 3, and 4, negative 2 is equal to negative 5 all over 2. Let us have more exercise on the board. Find the slope of a line that passes through two given points, 4, 5, and 2, 1. So, using the steps, first thing to do is to identify the x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So, we have x sub 1 is 4, y sub 1 is 5, x sub 2 is 2, y sub 2 is 1. Second step, substitute the values on the formula. So, we have here, substitute na natin, and then applying the rules of integers, 1 minus 5 is negative 4, 2 minus 4 is negative 2, so negative divided by negative is positive. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. Thus, the equations of a line that passes through the points 4, 5, and 2, 1 is 2. Number 2 examples. Find the slope of a line that passes through two given points, negative 4, 4, negative 7, and 2. Applying the steps on how to find the equations of a line, identify first the x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2 using the given 2 points. So our x sub 1 is negative 4, our y sub 1 is 4, x sub 2 is 7, y sub 2 is 2. So substitute the values on the formula of the slope. So we have 2 minus 4, negative 7 minus negative 4 is negative 3. So 2 minus 4 is negative 2. Negative 2 divided by negative 3. So this will be the lowest term. Our final answer is 2/3. Negative divided by negative is positive. So our final answer is 2/3. Remember, we need to reduce when our final answer is fraction, make it reduced form, into reduced form. Excuse me. Thus, the equations of a line that passes through the points negative 4, 4, and 7, negative 7, 2 is 2/3. Okay, number 3. Find the slope of a line that passes through 8, 5, and negative 3, 5. Steps on how to find the equations of a line. Applying the steps. First thing to do is to identify the x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So we have x sub 1 is 8, y sub 1, 5, x sub 2, negative 3, and y sub 2 is 5. Substitute the values of the slope. So, 5 minus 5 is 0, negative 3 minus 8 is negative 11. So, simplify is equal to 0. If you have the same values of y, automatic the slope is 0. Pinakita ko lang yung solution, pero pag nakita nyo na o napansin nyo na yung values ng y ay magkaparehas, automatic the answer is 0. Example number 4. Find the slope of a line that passes through negative 1, 4, and negative 1, 8. Applying the steps, identify the x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2, and then substitutes the values on the formula of the slope, and then simplify. So, 8 minus 4 is 4, negative 1 minus negative 1 is 0. So, the answer is undefined. So, the answer is undefined. Division by 0 is not allowed. So, same, if you have the same values of x, the slope is undefined. I have here more complex problems, fractions. So, find the slope of a line that passes through the negative 1/2, 4, and negative 1/3. Our first ordered pairs is negative 1/2 and 4, and our second ordered pairs is negative 1, 5/3. So, identify first the x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2, and then substitute the values on the formula of the slope. Yan. So, our y sub 2 is 5/3 minus 4 all over negative 1 minus our x sub 1 is negative 1/2. Since magsusubtract tayo ng dissimilar fraction, we just get first the LCD. So, the LCD is 3. LCD natin ay 3. And then, copy 5. And then, 3 times 4 is 12. And then, sa denominator naman natin, ang LCD natin ay 2. And then, negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. Change the operation since same negative. And then, 1. So, 5 minus 12 is negative 7 all over 3. Then, dito naman tayo sa denominator. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1, 2. 2. And then after the divisions of fractions, we just get the reciprocal of the denominator. So this is our denominator. Since this is negative 1/2, reciprocal natin siya. So 2 all over negative 1. So just multiply numerator to the numerator, denominator to denominator. 7 times 2 is 14. 3 times 1 is 3. So, since this is negative times negative, the answer is positive. So, therefore, our answer is 14 over 3. So, that's all for your activity. So, the equations of a line that passes through the points negative 1/2, 4, and negative 1, 5 over 3 is 14 over 3. For your activity, I want you to find the slope of the line through 1, 1, and 3, 4. Number 2, 8, negative 2, and 8, 10. Negative 5, 12, and 5, 6. 3, negative 4, and 8, negative 4. 1,